Hello, my name is Ellen Ross Stewart. Everyone calls me Nell. I am applying for the Spring 2012 To Write Love on Our Arms internship program, and this is my 5th take. 3 times I gushed too much and went over the time limit, and then my camera died. So let's hope that this one works, because otherwise I'm going to feel like the universe is giving me some kind of hint. Either that or I'm really supposed to work for this and get it right. So that's what I'm going to assume it is. Community is any group of people who have connection to each other. And that connection can be anything from the traditional where you're from, to your interests, what work you do, your problems. To Write Love on Our Arms is an incredible example of the power of the internet in terms of uniting communities or bringing people together. Because whereas this organization could have existed without the internet, its scope and the number of people who have been touched by it could not have happened without being that accessible. Which I think is kind of incredible, actually, because it goes against the whole depersonalization, lack of social skills argument of the internet. I'm sure some of that exists, but I found this organization on Facebook, and long story short, I can't imagine not having found it, because it's had such an incredible impact on my life. A healthy community is one in which everybody knows they belong, and really, I guess that's the long and the short of it. That you fit in, that you feel you fit in, and that you'll be accepted. Why do I feel I would be good, perfect for this program? I know how important this is. I know how much impact you as a group and you as individuals have on people. It's happened to me, and I want a chance to pay that forward, I guess, give that back. And I know I could do it, because probably like most of you watching this, I think it tends to be a common factor of people who have struggled with mental illness is that I'm one of those people that when I step into a room, everyone tells me their problems, whether I know them or not. So I know that my greatest skill set is relating to people or making people open up. And I think that's incredibly important for this kind of thing, where you're talking about difficult issues and hard questions, and you need to let people know that they're comfortable. I know that I can do that, because I sort of do it already, but in a much less formalized way. I don't know. I just feel that believing in this has got to be the most important thing. And despite this video, I am fairly articulate about these sort of issues. So, conversation. When I was in high school, I was in hospital for a couple of months being treated for an eating disorder. And sort of in line with what I just said, I was the person who all of my friends, the other patients, would come and rant and cry and all of that. I guess we weren't getting enough of it in the professional setting. And I used to get in a fair amount of trouble about this because, you know, I wasn't a therapist and why was I interfering, etc. And I remember one conversation one day where a friend of mine had a bit of a breakdown and sort of came into my room. And when a nurse discovered this, she said, "Oh, you're not to talk to these people like this again. This isn't your business." And my friend was like, "But she's the only person who's listening." And that had an incredible impact on me, because I decided then that I would never ever walk away again from anyone who needed me. God, I've got 30 seconds. Okay, 5 wacky things about me. I used to have pet rats. I wrote a play called Teenage Depression, an adult comedy. I have traveled to 46 countries. I have volunteered a lot this year at Give Kids the World in Kissimmee, and I am now trained to be a mascot so I can go around as a giant bunny rabbit and say hello to kids. And when I finish this video, I'm going to the theater to work on the Great American Trailer Park musical. Bye.